Chris, what was you on this weekend? Did you do anything 4th of July? Like, what was your 4th of July look like? Are we celebrating 4th of July, Chris? Did you even celebrate Juneteenth? Can white people celebrate Juneteenth? These are all questions I have to ask in the first 20 seconds.
These are good questions. I didn't do anything for the 4th itself. I went to Dazed and Confused at the Hollywood Cemetery on the 3rd.
That's like a party?
It was like they show movies in the Hollywood Cemetery.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so the fireworks show is awesome. And then the next day, the fireworks around LA and Hollywood are just
crazy.
Yeah, there has to be.
That's not even LA and Hollywood. That's everywhere in America right now.
I mean, there were some shows that were not professional shows that had to have been like $20,000 shows. Like there were just guys setting off fireworks in a lot.
Nah, niggas was giving out fireworks.
Amazing. It was like a full-on fireworks show.
Yeah, they had this all. People were complaining all around America on Twitter about like what happened this year with fireworks, and like was they giving out like buy one get one free? Like what the fuck is going on? How all you niggas get so many fireworks? And I don't know. I ain't seen many fireworks. I missed all the fireworks shows somehow, some way. I was here at the crib. Then I left the crib for a few. Thought I might see some. I heard a couple things. I ain't see shit.
No?
Nah, fam.
You think that rich people would spend some money on fireworks, but it's funny enough, I think in the more lower income areas, there are more fireworks happening.
Because it's more fun. Motherfuckers don't want to, like, fireworks. I mean, I don't know. Growing up in the hood, like, people went to Indiana across the street from, Chicago. You travel. If you live in Chicago, you go to Indiana to go get your fireworks because it's illegal in Illinois. It's somehow legal in Indiana in a small area. So you go pick up all your fireworks, come back, blow shit up. I never really got into fireworks because my dad, who is a fireman or was a fireman, he got burned as a kid really bad by fireworks. He just made it where we didn't use fireworks. So the only thing we did was we just went off with the homies who did fireworks. We'd be with them, but we weren't the niggas ever. We'd be on a little bullshit, but we weren't never on no like.
You never set one off to like.
Yeah, but nothing that was like crazy. So you was fucking on like sparklers. We was come on, fam. You ain't gonna come at me like that. Like I was just on sparklers either. I was a little further than sparklers.
I always want to be at one of those fireworks displays where everything explodes.
But you ain't answered the question. Can white people celebrate? Well, you can't answer that.
Oh,
did you?
Did you? I asked that on the podcast before, and you guys said, because you guys said, "What are you gonna do for Juneteenth?" And I said, "What should I do?" And you guys just kind of went, "Good question."
Yeah, we was fucking with you.
And people were like, "Yeah, but what should white people do?" Because people kind of responded like,
"Sit this one out."
What was the like?
Give black people money.
That works.
Venmo black people.
Ooh, what if that was the whole movement? Like y'all was just like, yo, we gonna just send Venmo. We gonna just type in the blackest names we can think of on Venmo, and we gonna send money. Now it gets pretty racist pretty quickly, but other than that, it's cool to just give back, to the people you took from.
So what's the answer? They just sit it out, right?
No, I mean for 4th of July, like, I'm not against 4th of July. I guess I am kind of against it, but I'm not like. It's whatever to me, like, right? I ain't really the person that's going to be like, we got to celebrate the 4th. But I kind of was super happy that at least my friends and a lot of black people I know, their energy did shift, and they did celebrate Juneteenth this year. And I didn't see a lot of them, being like, yo, the 4th. If they were at parties, cool. Niggas ain't going to miss out on a party. But I did like the fact that people were openly talking about Juneteenth, and I didn't feel like as many people were openly talking about the 4th.
Yeah, the 4th seemed like less of a holiday this year.
It did.
For black folks, and that was nice, because it was like, we got our own thing to do. So I think white people should just stay out of Juneteenth, and y'all just do the 4th.
That makes general sense to me. I think somebody said, do I text my black friends happy Juneteenth? And I was like, I don't know.
Yo, comic Rosebud Baker, she texted me happy Juneteenth, and I called her on speaker with my whole family to cuss her out. But
really?
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck? But she didn't answer, so I just texted her and told her never to text me again in her white life.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I thought that could come off as disrespectful.
Yeah, don't happy Juneteenth me, dog.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Happy Juneteenth can feel wrong, but also it depends on who it comes from. If it's a person that you like, this person is genuinely trying, they know no better, let me explain to them. But also, like, it is hard to be like, hey, happy last day of slavery, right? It's
right?
Like,
yeah.
It's super difficult,
from
man.
the slave masters, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, from the slave.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel
I
right
could definitely
at all.
see that feeling weird.
Oh shit! Like,
I was like, maybe let them reach out. Or,
yeah, but I guess if like you had a last day at work, you would want your boss to throw you something. See, you racist for laughing at that, Chris. That was not a joke for you.
I didn't see where it was going until after you said it.
Nah, it does feel wrong. Man, I wish I could be like Jonah Hill white. That'd be cool. I'm on Instagram, just saw Jonah Hill. Every time I see him post, he just looks so happy. And he just looked like he ain't worried about shit. And it's just a lifestyle that I wish I could have. He is. I know what I'm saying. Like every time I see him, I'm like, damn, man, that's a certain level. You know when you a nigga and you make it in life, you gotta at least let niggas know you made it a little bit. Just a little bit. Just be like, hey, nigga, I made it for all of us, but I made it. Like Jonah Hill don't have to give us nothing. He could legit just walk out the house with no shoes on. We don't question it.
But he does it all. That's what I like. Cause sometimes he'll drip on niggas. Like he'll get fresh.
He's super fly.
Yeah, like sometimes he'll just Adam Sandler you and be like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
And then some days he'll come out in like a white polo sweatsuit.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, you be dripping.
You know what? If I had to put like sauciest white dudes ever in history, I would definitely start with Robin Williams, Jonah Hill. Both of them dudes just be putting on fits. Adam Sandler is fly to me. I know you said his name in the opposite spectrum, but he fly to me because he gives no fucks.
Yeah, he don't.
He will come out with a shirt with mustard on it from 3 years ago, and he does not give a shit.
It's like the gold standard. of
It's
not giving a
beautiful.
shit.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck at all.
Nah.
He's freedom to me. I watch him and I'm like, yeah, that's freedom.
And he really be hooping at the most random pickup games.
Yeah.
He be in areas that you like, what is he doing over there?
Always.
And it's also like he's not ever looking like he's doing good at the game.
Nah. You know what? He always somehow, you know what he is? No offense to Cole, because I fuck with J. Cole, but it's like J. Cole's highlights. Watching him hoop overseas. It was like J. Cole finishes with 4 points and 2 rebounds. You like, y'all really showing us this shit all because it's J. Cole? That's how I be with Adam Sandler. You see one pass that looks decent. It could have been a turnover.
Yeah.
But they be like, Adam Sandler dropping dimes out here. You be like, kinda.
Yeah. That's like how I feel.
Not really.
Yeah, he always shows up on like random people's TikToks or like even when I was in school, it would be like Adam Sandler just played a pickup game with us at the court. Like he's just always around his life, just stopping by basketball courts around the country.
Yeah, I used to hoop with him in the E-League.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he good? Is he any good? I mean, he's got to be. It feels like he practices constantly.
Nah, he not good, Phil. But it's not about that.
But he has
it's about
fun.
the fact that Adam Sandler is playing basketball with you.
Fuck yeah.
It's like, Will Ferrell used to play all the time in the E-League too. It's like Will Ferrell played for like 6 seasons in the E-League. He used to play all the time.
Do you have anybody in the E-League that like surprised you? Like that was like, I did not expect that person to play basketball, and they're like good at basketball.
Good, but you use the word good. And it'd be hard for me to call motherfuckers good.
Yeah. Better than you expected.
Oh, better than I expected. There's definitely some players out there. My homie Jaleel White, but he played, Jaleel played on fucking Family Matters here and there with Grandma Ma, all them episodes and shit. I think he even hooped a little bit at UCLA for a few, but like Jaleel can hoop a little bit. Flex Alexander wasn't horrible. Brian McKnight could play. I'm trying to,
Brian McKnight.
I'm trying to give you real names. People
Yeah,
who
those
actually were
are
not
good
bad,
surprising ones.
versus like me just saying who was the most famous motherfucker in the league. It's like they wasn't good though.
Welcome to Wine and Weed, guys.
Yeah, bitches. We're back.
We're back for another week.
Yep.
I'm Chris Reinecker, a.k.a. The Connoisseur,
Yep.
a.k.a. The Goop in Your Gap, a.k.a. Speed Bump, a.k.a. Saxophone Jones, a.k.a. The Mustache Maven, a.k.a.
Elusive Moose.
Elusive Moose.
Goop in your gap.
The Goop. Yeah, I said that. And with me, as always.
Yeah. Sterling Stilo Brim, a.k.a. That Dude, a.k.a. S to the B to your vest to the Bree, a.k.a. is our third leg, known as Just Me, a.k.a. Concerned Father, a.k.a. Black Mama, a.k.a. RP Black Mamba, a.k.a. Seasonton, a.k.a. Your Stylist, a.k.a. Coolest nigga I know, a.k.a. I guess last but not least, your Uncle Elroy. And with us as usual, go there first. Go
Courtney.
Hi.
How you doing, Courtney?
Good.
Why you sound so down today? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just here.
Bring the energy up.
I'm
You know,
here.
have fun with us. Fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
Do you get new AKAs?
I did.
What are they?
My favorite one is AKA. It's not me.
It's not me. It's not me. It was a pretty funny one.
AKA Content Court. AKA No Face, No Case.
No face, no case. It's a real one.
AKA Invisible Court. AKA The Queen Behind the Scenes. AKA Off Camera Court.
Hey, you getting hella fucking AKAs now, Courtney. It's crazy.
That's great.
And back on the show with us.
Yes.
Coming back after your debut performance, which is still to date our longest episode.
It's to me, our best episode, or one of our best episodes.
Absolutely.
You know her as a host of a hit fucking TV show now.
Oh.
Congrats on that on HBO Max. You know, Paul's CMJ. Miss CMJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Writer, comedian, all that good shit. I ain't even want to, go through everything, but you know what the fuck you do.
I do a few things.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah.
I have no AKAs. Y'all are so quick with them.
You got an AK. You
I
got
don't-
You
one.
definitely have one.
I don't have one.
Nobody's called you anything else ever.
Nah.
The pause was like, it's coming. Nah, actually not. Shit. Yeah, but if you don't know about this show, what we do on this show, obviously, is we smoke a little bit, we drink a little bit, and we're drinking a little bit of Whispering Angel, and we are smoking.
Yo, we are smoking Flo Canna's Farmer Reserve.
Yes.
Farmer's Reserve.
Yeah, what we smoking on today? We smoking on this this banana cake today. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, and they are an official sponsor of the show this week.
Yeah, we fuck with y'all big time for that. You know, we
Yeah.
don't do a lot of sponsored episodes. We try to make sure that everything is organic, but we fuck with this brand. They got a lot of cool things they're doing. They got this little glossary of the taste and the different things you will taste while you smoke. So that's pretty cool. And I think they even pair these things with wine, or is it?
Yeah,
With terpenes are paired with different things to smoke. So I think it felt like an organic fit to what we try to accomplish on the show and what
Yeah.
we're tasting and drinking. So
you can check out their website. It's in our description, and they also have these these terpene tastings, which is we just felt like was so on brand because it's like a wine tasting, and we're gonna make a little video with those at one point as well.
yes.
But check them out. Available in California. Let's smoke some weed.
All right, our first article.
AKA Dyke with dollars.
Ooh. It just hit you right now. It hit you right now real quick.
The timing.
Hit you real quick. And Sam, you can bring it up whenever you want to too.
What?
Just the mic, yeah, just a
just
little
go
bit.
far?
Right,
Like
boom,
right there?
boom, yeah.
Boom.
Not too close.
Feel like
You
a
don't put
dick.
dicks, yeah, by your mouth. We know.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I know. So just split the difference. Yeah, right there. Okay.
Oh, it's like sliding away.
Yeah. You keep that dick away from you. I'm with you, shit. Fuck it. Keep it however you want to do it. Tight a little bit.
ESPN pulls Rachel Nichols off NBA final sideline after bombshell video.
Damn.
ESPN has removed Rachel from the sidelines for the NBA finals, the network announced on Tuesday. The move was made in the wake of a New York Times report about demeaning comments that Nichols made a year ago about network host Maria Tyler during a private conversation. Nichols did not realize the video was being recorded. The video was then released by an ESPN employee.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
I knew you was going to. I just called it before we even did this article. But yeah, okay, tell me why that's bullshit.
No, that just makes me mad. Like, cause it's the person who snuck and recorded her that should be reprimanded. I should be able to talk shit about people when I don't think they're around.
I'm not mad at being able to talk shit about people, but it was in which it was still about, I guess, work. You know what I'm saying? It was still work related. I know, but like if you at the crib being like, no, fuck that bitch at motherfucking work, that's one thing. If you at like on a work phone, or if you on the phone talking to a PR person to clean up some shit about it and being like blah blah blah, I also agree with you. I think that they should not be recording people when they ain't around and shit. But I also,
How do you survive work if you don't talk about people at work?
at work.
Yes.
Well, she said it in a Disney hotel room, unaware that the camera was still rolling at ESPN's headquarters. So she was.
Oh, she was at work.
Yeah, like she was like at work.
But
at
I
work.
used to work at a Starbucks in the Marriott, right? We all hated the manager, right? We all just thought he was an asshole. Now, have I ever been in the bathroom? Like, fuck that nigga Alejandro. Yes, 100%. That's how you survive a job.
She does video and she wears microphones. You know, rule number one on a set, If it's a hot mic, you let a motherfucker know immediately. Hey fam, turn your shit off if we gonna be talking shit.
It's like if you
know?
turned around after taking an order and talk shit about your manager. That,
I
you know,
mean,
it's like you're
yeah.
still there.
Is he over your shoulder still? Yeah, that feels a little
you
bit
know,
close.
because you were just on air taking the order, and then you turn around because it was seconds away from actually being on air.
And
right?
what is she in trouble for? Not liking a nigga?
No, she was in trouble for saying that essentially I'm okay with you guys trying to clean up your diversity. I'm okay with you guys trying to like sweep things under the rug or figure things out, but you won't. You know, while you're trying to put more black people on air, I can support that somewhat, but you're not going to take my spot to do it.
Oh, she was keeping it too real.
Yeah.
Yeah, she essentially was like, if you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which, by the way, I know personally from the female side of it, like, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it from me or taking my time away. I just want them to go somewhere else.
That's
It's in my
ESPN said.
contract.
Bitch,
by
watch
the
us.
way, this job is in my contract in writing.
I'm going to hire her.
ESPN said, bitch, watch us. Why would you hire her?
I like her.
What?
She's honest.
She said, look, fam, look, I already said you was going to call this way, too. I said Sam is going to agree with Rachel.
She's honest.
No, is she honest? She was honest, but already the Maria girl aren't the position. Let's get into it. Let's get into the full
I know
thing.
nothing, so I'm speaking from a full stance of ignorance.
So as we continue to dive more and more into this, number one, Rachel Nichols, we think we just found out that her godmother or her auntie is fucking Diane Sawyer, who helped get her the position at Disney. Nepotism at its finest. So if you want to start with that, you over here saying this black woman does not deserve this position. You saying, oh, y'all trying to move her up, you know, whatever. I wish her well in her career, but she don't deserve this shit. But in the same breath, you know you ain't even here for the right
But
reasons.
that's not how her. I didn't hear deserved in that statement.
No, it was a full video. It was like 2 minutes on video.
Oh, what she just said was just basically like she was just being on some Sam Jackson shit. Like, do what you got to do, but nigga, don't come over here doing it.
That's what I got from that too.
Which is not deserved. It's just leave my shit be.
But I think they had more than one like thing with her and the Maria Taylor girl, correct?
Oh, she just had beef with the girl.
She had beef with the girl essentially because so the PR person who was trying to help her clean up about this was like, oh, you know what? The play is this. We should be focusing on Disney's and ESPN's lack of diversity with essentially minorities, whether that be people of color or women, and saying we shouldn't make this about, let's say that they're pitting us two against each other, us two women against each other, but they're not. Now they kind of are by saying there's only room for one woman in the
Kinda.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
but they're both still working the thing, Chris.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they weren't saying you're fired. They weren't saying we're docking your pay. They weren't saying, hey, you got to go. We were just saying that position that you did, that thing you shot last year, we're going to use a different host for it this year. But you're going to do this other thing. And you said, nah. My entitlement said, nah, motherfucker. You ain't getting it from over here. First of all, I'm going to tell you as a black person, I don't get that right. I don't even get the right to tell a nigga that, nah, you ain't. If they came to me tomorrow and was like, on ridiculousness, hey, I might let them know I'm not happy with it. I don't get to be like, nah, you ain't getting it from over here.
So basically, they was like, we gonna switch some stuff up, and she was like, nah, we not.
Yeah, she was like, nah.
No, we not switching up nothing. It's staying how. And they was like, well, now we switching you up. And then it was like, oh damn.
No, actually they didn't. So this happened months and months and months and months back, just from the bubble. So they didn't switch her up. She kept her job. It's hit the fan now. The video has now come out.
Released,
the audio has now come out. So now the world is kind of like, yo, fuck you, shorty.
And she a white lady.
And she a white lady, and we know it's hot right now for white ladies.
I don't like her then. Forget it.
Yeah, I was trying to get you back on the side. Damn, Karen was over there lingering. Shit. I was like, Sam, get over here.
I don't like her.
It does feel like the larger problem is that the women are being pit against each other for the one slot. Because it's like on ESPN, you usually see like 4 men anchors, right? That are running it, and it's like the women on the court, right? And so they're competing to be the women on the court when you could look at it with a real galaxy brain and be like, why does one of these women be getting more airtime mean less airtime for the other woman?
I'll tell you why. It's a very simple answer. It's not necessarily the right answer, but it's a very simple answer for the people who work in that field, for the people who actually are playing in the game, which are all men. They feel as though the commentators are either ex-players, so they feel as though they're more well-versed in not, I won't say the game of basketball, but in men's basketball. So they say that we feel as though you have a better chance at connecting with the viewer and the person who fucking played the game of basketball before. Not saying that's right at all. Just
It's always
you
a fun throwback.
Yeah,
to
just
be
giving
like
you
Charles Barkley. You know,
It
the
is.
old
I mean,
players coming.
it's not even a fun throwback as a fan of the sport and I watch basketball. I do care more about Charles Barkley's opinion than some random lady.
True.
Just because he played the sport.
Yeah.
Honestly, just because
Yeah.
he was actually on the court, he played the sport, he knows what it's like to be in the playoffs. So if he says something about playoff basketball, I'm more apt to be like, he knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? And I actually want to hear what he's saying because it's more like reflective than if it's just like, but I also wouldn't want to hear from some random dude. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More than I would want to hear from Charles Barkley.
You don't have any random dude that you like. Like let's just. I guess we can call Ernie random, can we?
Yeah, we call it, but I'm saying if I was picking, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just. I was just
But
for,
yeah,
shit,
like-
for devil's advocate.
but
I was
yeah,
just saying,
Ernie
like,
is random.
Marv Albert, it could be random. He just got put into the Hall of Fame this year, and I like Marv. I think Marv is fucking incredible. I think he's great for the game of basketball. I think he's a great commentator. I also understand why a lot of random. Okay,
But I get a
to be a
woman
black
doing
commentator,
that job.
you got to hoop, nigga. To be a white commentator, you just got to be white.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's true.
And that's what I'm saying. I could understand a woman having that position, like a Marv Albert, like a female Marv Albert or something. I would be like, oh, that's kind of the same thing. I wouldn't be like, no, Marv has more authority. If she had the experience and she understood the sport just as apt as anybody else, I'd be like, yeah. I think the only time I would think authority trumps is if you actually played the sport. But I would take a WNBA player's opinion too.
Of course,
Because she's played the sport.
Of
You know what I
course.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel Nichols, tighten up. No, yeah, I didn't know Diane Sawyer was her like auntie or some shit today, and I was like, that's kind of crazy.
I mean,
It's kind of crazy. It's not the craziest thing you hear, but it was just kind of crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I always hate when someone got recorded and then they like
Didn't
now,
know.
Now we telling
Yeah.
you didn't even know we was looking, but we was looking, and then you hold it.
Yeah.
Don't be a sucker. If you're gonna drop the dime on me, do it the next day.
If I
Don't sleep on my shit. That's sucker shit, bro. Don't hold my shit. That would piss me off.
if I said some shit at work, I know, and I feel like we've all said some shit at work. If I said some shit at work, I probably would feel like, man, they got me for saying shit at work. But I think I would be able to like at least have a track record of like what he said wasn't false, number one, and secondly, he just said it in a crazy way, but he ain't talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think her thing was more like, yeah, it was what you said isn't necessarily like false in the sense of like ESPN and Disney probably should do a better job with diversity and which they're trying to do now and pick up. But yeah, what you're saying isn't crazy that it is only two women in these positions right now for the countdown and for this and that for the playoffs. Yeah. And I want this position and I got to go against this girl. Cool. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think her track record and being likable has been enough, because it also split ESPN very quickly. People were like it wasn't people standing up being like, oh, we fuck with Rachel. That's happening now today.
People were waiting for
people were like, we fuck her. Yes.
So they could be like, bye bye girl, because they was over her too.
They was over her.
So
yeah.
you're saying she was also just being shitty.
Yeah.
So there was no one like standing up, which I feel like is a valid point too. All right, fuck her again. That's where we at with it.
Real life Black Mirror has humans can now live forever as online chatbots. So remember that Black Mirror episode where the girl's boyfriend died and then she could talk to him as a chatbot on the show? That can happen now in real life.
Like smarter
But, like,
cows?
it's
Because
not.
it'll just keep growing and shit.
Yeah, so humans can live forever as chatbots. So there's a new technology where the people will record what your answers were, and once you die, they can recreate your answers, and your loved ones can talk to you after you have died.
Yeah.
This is just some
Will
nigga
you
playing
live?
hotline with your fucking grandma as you dead and being like, well, I do miss you too, sweetheart. What you got on?
Will you?
And
Is it like a Tamagotchi though? Do you have to do and stuff?
No, so
It's a digipet, nigga. Your uncle the digipet now, fam. That's crazy.
Because that'd be cool.
Take that nigga out the shit. Take that nigga out the shit.
You can still ask it questions based on
and
the way
they do
they
and stuff, and they
answer.
gotta feed you.
Yeah. or else you die.
They
again.
kill you again, but you come back. Your eyes go to those X's, and then you come back.
You keep coming back.
New
It's
version.
forever now, nigga.
So there's multiple companies that are doing it. So another version that's actually based in California, it allows users to have a digital companion, and that companion will study how you text back and how you talk to people. And if you die, then that companion will then be able to mimic what you said to your relatives.
Oh my God! Just let people be dead.
Yeah.
I don't want that fucking thing lying on me and shit. Like, be like, oh, what he would say back is, let me choke on your face.
That's
Like,
like-
what? I didn't say that.
That's a nigga that had a cheating past. That's the first thing you think. I don't want that thing lying on me.
Because he gonna lie on you.
At what stage is it turning you into you? Like, when are you? Like, if I die,
What, nigga?
if I die, let's say I get this thing to study how I exist from now until I'm 70. And then
Okay.
I die. Is my 70-year-old self the way my 70-year-old
got
self
what you saying.
texting my grandchildren, or like
okay.
can you text my 35-year-old
Oh, you're
self?
saying
Oh, you
that-
can break
as
yourself
my
down.
grandchild?
Okay.
Can you see how you grew,
Ooh.
or does you past life keep evolving?
And then you just realize how slow you were back when you were like in your 20s and
I'm hoping like
Ooh.
they track it and you evolve.
They
Cause
they see
other
where
than-
you're
So you're
going.
Yeah.
So
Because
you're
other than that, it's
110
not.
yourself.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Ooh,
Because
nigga.
like, say you die at 25, right?
Yeah.
And you had a nephew, but he was only like 3. And then he's like 30, and he's like, I'm in the middle of a divorce. What should I do? And you're like, man, go get high, dude. Fuck yeah. Because it's stuck at your 25-year-old self.
Like, what else is there to do, nigga?
That's not cool.
It's not you at 50. You would give
Yeah,
different
you would
advice.
give something.
But what if you
much now.
become best buds with your motherfucking nephew at 25 and you 25 and y'all be going out together and shit, and then he keep you in his pocket as a digipet and he be like, what should I say to the girl?
And you tell them how to mac and shit.
Yeah, you hell yeah. You like, nigga, this is what I would
That's
say
a
to her.
movie. Listen, this is a movie.
That's not
sure.
bad
Do
either.
you think
This is her, isn't it? This is just evolved her. It's just,
Do you think you'll take good advice from somebody who has lived 40 years before you, or is it going to be bad advice? You're going to be like, go up to her and say what she thinks, and you're like, that's not what you do. You
Yeah, that's rude now and shit.
you
Yeah.
oh,
throw
you
a-
saying, okay, well, they have to
you
update him a
throw
little bit.
digital.
You can't say what you feel no more to a girl?
You like throw AI hearts.
I think we just
at
gotta
her.
let dead people be dead. I think
Right.
that's
Yeah,
it.
I think
that's
that's
the
we
best
go
way.
back there. Yeah, just kill them off. Just keep them there, right?
Yeah, some things have to die.
Things
you
have
know?
to die.
Things have to die.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, so y'all not doing this at all.
No.
Period.
Mm-mm.
What if it was like an app on Apple TV?
What if
It was like easy as fuck for you to do. You wouldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
$4.99 a month. $4.99 is easy,
No,
and that's for 3 relatives.
no.
If you want premium,
For
that's
3
that's for
relatives?
that's 10 relatives. Premium
How
is
did you
10.
pick 3?
Because it felt fair. Felt fair.
Can you switch relatives per month? Can I be
Oh,
like,
getting greedy now. Getting greedy.
how many
No.
people can you talk to at one time?
You can add up to
Dead.
10. Up to 10
Oh, you can
relatives.
put all the dead niggas in a group chat.
What
Dead
you
in a group
niggas
chat.
doing? What you niggas doing? Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. You niggas dead. But I'm about to go out. Aight.
I just imagine the AI tech breaking and it not responding, and you
Yeah, I don't
just,
go ghost on me, alright?
you're just slowly getting sad.
Get all your jokes off.
Master P's son gets $2 million endorsement deal for first college game. So Master P's son is cashing big on the new era of college sports. The rapper's son is capitalizing on the new rules allowing NCAA athletes to make money off their name, image, and likeliness beginning this month. He's headed to Tennessee State to play college as a freshman next season. So he inked a deal with a technology company and will be making $2 million over 4 years.
He can pay for everybody tuition since he stayed for $2 million while he bullshitting. He can just go ahead and put everybody on real quick.
What, it's gonna be like his own game?
No, so it doesn't say specifically what it'll be, but it's just with a technology company called Web Apps America.
No, it's not even for it. It's before his first game.
Yeah, he hasn't
But
even
he
played
hasn't
yet.
even played yet in college. He's a freshman, and or going into his freshman year. I'm not gonna say that not to be a hater. I don't know him as a prep star. I think he was like what, top 50? I think he was like top 100. I think he was maybe top 100. So I am surprised that he's getting a fucking $2 million deal. I'm not going front. That just shows, I guess, how much his daddy a fucking marketing genius and a hustler and a dude to go out and get it done. Because I didn't see him as a prep star for him to get a 2. And just to put it into comparison, I think like Brandon Jennings got like a $1 million deal from Under Armour when he had skipped. And, you know, I think we've had a couple other players from there maybe get $1 million deal here, $2 million here. But like, I don't think
it is $2 million over 4 years.
But he's an HBCU player as well. Like, like niggas don't even get looks.
No, that's true. That's a big
that's
deal.
very true.
That's 500 racks a year.
I'm not saying it's bad. I was just trying to.
Sam,
give
we
a
know
little
you rich.
perspective.
Don't do that.
I'm not rich. I was just trying to put some perspective on it.
Yeah, niggas' voices go high when
Like
lying.
it's like you know, it's just like no, 200 million. I mean, 2 million 4 years. It's still like, you know, it's not getting hit with the whole bag off the ramp.
But what I'm saying, I don't even know if he going to the league. I'm saying he hit a lick. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even saying like he's doing well. I'm saying he hit a lick.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, but it sounds like it's on like that Soldier Boy game box. It doesn't sound like it's like.
No, it's just an app.
Well,
right?
it's called Web Apps America, and they're known for supporting HBCUs and universities.
So they gave him charity $2 million.
I don't.
Now he really got to share it.
It doesn't say specific where that $2 million goes. Okay. If he has to do endorsements for them, maybe that's how that works. It doesn't give the specifics, but they normally work with HBCUs. So this could also be them putting their name out there as well. Because
we ain't never heard of them.
Yeah,
never but $2 million to put your name out there.
That's Master P being a genius.
Yeah,
for sure. Money that I got.
Yeah. Did you see Lil Romeo perform at Bow Wow and Soulja Boy?
No, I missed the whole thing.
You missed Bow Wow and Soulja Boy?
I did.
And you call yourself a real one?
I did. I missed it. I was busy living life outside.
Makes sense. Life is open again. It makes sense.
So Bill Cosby has been freed from prison. His sex conviction has been overturned. So last week, Bill Cosby, his sexual assault conviction was overturned and he was released from prison in a stunning reversal of fortune for the comedian once known as America's Dad. So Cosby, 83, flashed the V victory sign to a helicopter overhead as he trudged his way into his home in Philly after serving nearly 3 years of his 3 to 10 year sentence.
This is such a triumphant article. It's like he marched down the streets and waved to a plane.
Yeah, so he got out of jail after serving 3 years for his 3 to 10 sentence, and he's more than likely not going to go back because it's been over 50 women that have accused him, but because a lot of them have reached the statutes of limitation, he can't get recharged.
And this one was dropped because
Okay, so it says the Pennsylvania Supreme Court said Wednesday that the district attorney who made the decision to arrest Cosby was obligated to stand by the prosecutor's promise not to charge Cosby, though there was no evidence that the agreement was ever put in writing. So essentially,
what the fuck?
There was a fuck up on the court side, and he ended up being able to get released from it.
But it don't even seem like the fuck up on the court side is a legit fuck up. It's like a nigga told me I won't go get locked up. They was like, hey, if a nigga said that, I guess we can't lock a nigga up then. That's what it sounded like. That's what they said, right?
I mean, I would hope that there was at least a corroboration to that story. Like, I'm sure they had to do some type of trial, and there had to be people who were like, yeah, we did say we wasn't going to lock him up.
I agree with you. I'm saying they're not even giving us that. They're
saying
it's not even in writing. They're saying none of this is in writing. It wasn't documented. They're saying they're like, oh, but that is truth. I'm guessing it's not a lie if they're like, like you said, they can prove, like they let this motherfucker out of jail, then I guess they have to prove it in some kind of way.
Right.
Whether it was 4 people, 5 people saying, yeah, that's true. We did say
heard that.
Yeah. But it's just more crazy that like, that shit ain't even in writing. They like, yo, we gotta abide by what we said. Not saying that he didn't do any of it at all. They're legit saying we said we wouldn't lock him up. And was it a plea?
I thought they were saying
basically there's a new DA and the new DA arrested him, but they're saying that the previous DA said that he essentially confessed to what he did but didn't put it in writing. So they're saying now the new DA has to agree with what the previous DA said. So he's essentially getting out of jail off of that technicality.
Got it. So what happened here? I can tell you what happened here. I'll give you a full breakdown what happened here.
It's so much legal stuff. I'm like, we need a lawyer to explain this.
I got you though. I'll tell you what happens a lot of times with DAs and different people in courts and different things. When new DAs come in, historically, they go for really big cases to blow their names up, to be like, I'm a new DA. I want something that's going to make me into the poppin' DA.
That's true.
So I'm going to go ahead and believe what they're saying is that they probably really did tell Cosby, we won't arrest you, right? For whatever reason. I don't fucking know. Seems like bullshit. Seems like he should have been arrested. But they probably did tell him, we won't arrest you. When the new DA came in, he reopened the Cosby cases and was like, nah, nigga, I can blow the fuck up from this shit. If I take down Cosby, nigga, I'm that nigga. He took down Cosby for 3 years. I'm guessing he that nigga wherever he at right now.
So, but the old DA is responsible for taking him down,
yeah.
and this new DA.
No. The new DA had to reverse it to abide by what the old DA said.
Yeah.
The new DA went for the gold. He got the gold for a couple days or for a couple years, and they came through and said, "Fam, we told you couldn't go for that."
Because the old DA
because what the fuck the old DA said. So they protect niggas. We know that for years and years and years. They basically said to him, you knew he was protected. You said fuck that. You came through to take him down. And now we gonna come through on our fucking horses and say this motherfucker and say, nah, he was protected. He one of us. So that's what happened, honestly.
Right.
Damn.
Yep.
So he's free.
It's interesting because for me, obviously, the right take and how I feel is this bullshit. Cosby should be in jail. And what you hear many black people argue all day is this happens all day for white people. And you like, it does. It does for kids in their areas who dads work here and know this person and stuff. And it happens all day. Do I think Cosby should be in jail? Yeah, he should be in jail. Am I too loud? My bucket hat is not allowing me to hear things properly. I'm going to flip up the fins.
We're good.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm going to go all up now for you, fam. And now I can probably hear you. Oh, shit. Yeah, the world changed.
Oh, shit.
The hat looks stupid, though. Let's do it. But, yeah, it's you'll hear about these stories happening in different communities and different people protecting different people. And I, for one, again, think Cosby should be in jail. But it is interesting because it's just like, when they took him down, they knew this motherfucker was on bullshit for many years. When they took him down, they knew he was on bullshit for all these years.
Yeah,
and they, I don't know why they chose Wynn or if it was just this new DA coming in.
Yeah, what is this county that charged?
You mean the county where this
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania?
It's Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Where he's from.
Okay.
Yeah, it's back at the crib.
Is that how that works? Like, do you get charged in the state where it happened, or do you get charged?
It happened.
Yeah, where it
happened.
Yeah, but he was taking these women to his home or
Hotel.
This was just the one that they could actually
this
see
is just
through.
one that they could get, and they filed this a few days before it was about to hit the statute of limitations.
She was like the youngest one, right?
Yeah.
She worked at like a store or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And she was the only one that could file the charges because everything else,
His statute of limitations
had passed.
And they had him on record saying that he had done things in the past. It was just that, again, guessing that ODAs that were like, okay, he came in and talked to us. We got our autograph. We're good to go.
You ever heard of Spanish Fly bit?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Have I ever heard of Spanish Fly?
No, I'm saying you ever heard Cosby's Spanish Fly bit.
Oh, I've heard. Yes, for sure. And
what is it?
What is it?
It's on an old album. He has this bit about putting Spanish Fly in women's drinks and watching them get loose. But it was, you can't, I mean, it was in the time where you could buy Spanish Fly and they were like, this makes the bitches loose. So he was just like, but it was a little foreshadowing and kind of creepy.
What kind of, but I think their argument there is Spanish Fly isn't illegal, right?
I don't know if that even exists anymore, but it wasn't at the time.
I think it still exists. I think it's just nobody buys it. It's not like popular.
I've never heard of Spanish Fly.
I have.
Yeah.
I know somebody that told me about Spanish Fly.
At the time, though, it absolutely wasn't. It was like that's like as common as get a woman drunk.
Was Spanish Fly?
Yeah, it was like that's part of the party. But I mean, it's like every generation has that. So I hate how we as a generation be like, oh, what a monster. And it's like, not too long ago, Rick Ross said put Molly in her champagne and she didn't even know it. So everybody relax. Like,
yeah, I mean,
this goes through generations.
When Ross said that, I don't think that's a generation. Because Ross said that, I was like, nigga, this generation know better already. With the Spanish Fly shit though, and the opioids, and during that era, that was their argument. That was, I think, Cosby's team's argument. I think that was a lot of people's argument, was that this was so popular at the time, and everyone was doing it. And that doesn't mean make it right or wrong. It just says that everyone was doing it. It's like during the 70s and 80s, oh, cocaine, baby, you could get it everywhere. You're like, everyone was doing it. I know people, mamas who whatever, been like, I tried cocaine.
The whole culture, like, the whole culture was wrong.
Yeah.
Sure.
The whole culture.
So do you get rid of the whole culture? Or do you,
I think we've gotten rid of
the culture,
culture.
To some degree.
Yeah.
I don't think women would necessarily
I don't
be like, it's gone, guys.
Completely gone.
Yeah, no.
I think we should ask men about this. You know?
No, I don't think so.
I know.
Not so fast, niggas.
Because you guys were so confidently like, it's done.
No.
I think we should hold accountable people for what had happened.
I don't think it's done. I think
we gotta know that's wrong.
I think he was more. Well, at least I was saying it's definitely not gone. That people are trying to actively get rid of that.
Yeah,
culture.
the culture.
Yeah.
We're self-aware about it now. We're not like
they stopped. Everybody stopped.
Everybody's chilling.
Everybody just stopped all the sexual assault.
But then
and
again,
shit.
there's also that, like, maybe in the media we've stopped being like sexual assault is fine, but there's still like a there's still a culture where some people.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what happened?
Yes, Rick Ross said that, and we were all like, "Whoa!" But he said it because people are doing it, and like, it's not a thing that's not going on. And I don't think women are walking around.
Who the fuck is doing that?
Feeling like.
But I still feel like if Rick Ross does it,
straight.
Rick Ross should get in trouble.
He did. He lost endorsements and shit.
Yeah, he did lose endorsements and shit.
Yeah. Well, I meant if he literally did it.
Well, I don't know if he was just rapping.
He could have just been rapping.
Did.
Yeah, we don't know.
Or he could have did it and the lady liked it.
What happened to that dude for the Dodgers?
What?
Have you seen this article this week?
Who?
The dude for the Dodgers who's in trouble? Okay. It's actually a decent article. It's actually a decent thing to talk about. It's interesting. Because as you were saying, this kind of goes hand in hand. It goes natural transition. As you're like, oh, maybe she liked it. Maybe this. There's a lady from a player on the Dodgers who was basically choking the girl. She asked him to choke her. He kept choking her until she passed out, unconscious. No. She liked it.
Yeah.
She liked it.
I'm just saying, he punched her. A dangerous game.
He punched her in the eyes, gave her 2 black eyes. She liked it. She kept asking him to do more. She kept texting him. I have all the messages of her being like, I want to come back for more. So now they're investigating, like, is there a problem here?
No.
Okay, wait.
Is there an issue?
Well, daddy issues, clearly. But
there's definitely a lot
beyond
of
issues.
That. All over that cover.
Okay, so it says the woman filed. Okay, hold on. I'll start from the top.
And I got that from a third party, so if I'm wrong, excuse me, everybody.
And if he's wrong, then I don't think any of it's funny.
And that's wrong.
So, okay, it says LA Dodgers Trevor, I don't know how you say his last name, was accused of choking a woman to unconsciousness in restraining order. So a request for a court-protected order filed by a woman accused him of sexual assault, and within that order, it reveals graphic details about alleged incidents. So it's a temporary petition for a restraining order filed on Monday. It's between a 27-year-old woman and the man. So it says that...
So the woman's saying it was bad.
Yeah, the woman saying
But can we read
bad.
it? Can we read it? I think all the text messages came out. So I don't want to, like, of her being like, I'm coming back for that. Maybe she was sending that money.
It's not in this article. Hold on, let me try.
It's such a dangerous game with that shit.
What?
Because
No, I'm
too,
with you.
Because too, you can have that, right? It's because we fucked this thing up so bad with like the relationship between men and women, how we communicate, how we discuss sex, all that kind of shit, and the power dynamic has been so fucking like tipped, right? You could see all those messages and be like, well, what the fuck? But then the woman could go, well, he had money and he had power, and I felt helpless. Yeah. And so I was just like participating because of the power dynamic, and then we're like, which is like fucked for both sides, because if he was using his money and power, but because that's just the standard in which men live, so he's unaware that he's doing it, and you don't call it out to him and say, this is what you're doing, you just fucking participate because he has it, then it's like, well, what the fuck is he supposed to do? Just be aware of something he's never cognitively had to fucking be aware of?
Well, yeah, well, is he doing anything wrong?
But it's also like, damn, it's fucked up, because dudes have power and physical power and all this shit that they can flex and use on women, and like, it's just such a fuck dynamic.
So the text say, you want to go out, huh? He says, see, that was a game changer. She replies, tell me more. Never been more turned on in my life. She says, give me all the pain. And then he says, really? when were you going out, or when did you wake up? I guess like when were you going in and out? And then she was saying going out, and it was.
You have to read this.
Yeah, you can't. Come on now.
No, I'm saying because I'm like, this is real. It's looking funny.
Read the messages to us, Courtney. We have to know.
You acting like her defense attorney.
Yeah.
Give us this. Let it out.
Okay, she says, now that I know what it feels like to wake up from it, that though it'll probably feel just as good to wake up from that too. And he goes, God, you just turned me on so much. Now I just want my arm around your neck from behind. And she says, do it harder. And then she shares an emoji of a blowing kiss.
And he sent her back a wrestling emoji.
So when he asks what else she wants, she says a couple of slaps and another handprint on my ass.
That's mellow. Okay, so I got it completely wrong then. Because people told me that he gave her like black eyes and she said, I want more and all of this. So I apologize. I heard that from Dodgers fans also. So they may have been defending the guy because they're fans of the team. But
then within her...
Is there more?
Her documents, she's saying in her statement, she said that I had terrible pain behind both of my ears. I tasted blood in my mouth and felt that my lip was split open. My whole body hurt, and I couldn't even tell if he was having sex with me.
I'm confused. I'm torn.
So this is what be happening with this kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is the fucked up thing. But I'm going to take a stab at it. And I'm going to say that this is also a problem because we don't talk about sex.
Get ready. This could be one of the timestamps that we have to cut out.
and we don't talk about sexual proclivities. We don't talk about any of this shit, right? And men's relationship with sex and women and women's relationship with sex and men. We don't talk about any of this stuff for real. Mm-hmm. So I think like, okay, this is a world where what was possible was at some point, this act was an act of two participants that were engaged and she felt engaged with. And at some point, this nigga detached and was treating her like a fucking rag doll.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's when the problem came in.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing
That's what
with
I
you
think
at all.
happened.
The problem is this. The problem is, like you said, communication and the fact that people can't have open, real dialogue is because he probably was dumb enough to think, man, this nasty bitch like to be treated like a rag doll. Yep. And she was like, I wasn't here for half of it, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was no connection.
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm
I'm sure she, like, I don't know, but she probably was cool with it when it felt connected and like something they were sharing.
1000%.
And then it became something he was doing to her
100%.
that she was not a part
of.
That
100%.
And there is
100%.
the problem.
Yeah, she probably was enjoying the text messages and the sexting and everything else that had came with it. And then at some point, it would just became hey, you up?
Yeah,
come get kicked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Come get kicked in the face.
And even beyond that, in the bedroom, she felt the disconnect.
Yeah, she did.
She felt,
for sure.
She felt like, oh, this nigga's dead in eyes. I could be anybody.
I'm with this. And she might have been anybody. Yeah,
I could have been anybody. Yeah. Like, and then that's when it becomes like, oh, now I'm being abused, and we're not just honest that relationship could flip within minutes.
Yeah.
It can go from, oh, this is something I'm a part of to something I'm absolutely not a part of within minutes. And we don't know how to discuss like that.
And how to say like
deviation.
This is no.
And that becomes the question that like, okay, then who's at fault or what is the conversation? Because for the individual who is like, hey, consent was there. We discussed these things. She continued to come over with agreement. And then for the person who's like, actually, it was a disconnect. I did come over for money and power and whatever else it was. But at some point, it was a disconnect. I couldn't tell him that I was in too deep, basically, within the relationship.
And that's the hard part.
Yeah, and that's the hard part is because...
Especially for women, because you're also trying to get back to whatever that connection was.
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't know.
maybe rib shots?
Maybe something happened, but then when you leave and you're in your car and you don't feel sexy, you just feel like you got your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, yo.
Yeah, how would
something's wrong.
Yo, bitch, I'm going to urgent care. I went over there to come and left and got to urgent care. It's a disconnect, obviously.
Right. Yeah, like just say that.
Yeah.
That's
This sounds like another really good assessment of that whole Army Hammer situation.
No, he was eating people, bro.
Don't put your white man antics into
Fuck
my
you,
thing.
Chris. He was eating people.
You leave your white man antics over there.
No, I just see it as a form of abuse.
I don't know nothing about people eating nobody. I have no
Armie
comments
Hammer
on
wanted
that.
to eat motherfuckers, man.
But that's how he treats
This is the
somebody
Hispanic,
into
and
it.
we're gonna defend
I
him
don't
right
know
now.
shit about that, sir.
Oh man, no,
And,
that's a
and
good
this
way to
dude's
break
like
it down.
what? This dude's like a decent Dodger, right?
It ain't never
Armie Hammer's
okay.
a billionaire.
And it ain't never
He's a
okay
star?
to eat a nigga's heart because they need it to live.
Oh, he's a star. Oh, he's a star. Shit.
Ain't
Barbecue.
no,
Take it back.
ain't no
Richard baseball.
situation where that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
weren't you wondering during the whole Armie Hammer thing of like how somebody was into this at all?
Nah, I never was like that.
Nah.
I don't even think like that, Chris.
I think, but I don't think it's the same as like, oh, there's a gray. I think he was like, I want to bite your thigh. She was like, cool. He was like, I like tasting your blood. Can I fry your heart? And she was like, what, nigga?
There's the disconnect.
No.
That's the moment.
Nigga
That's the
didn't take no
disconnect.
steps. No steps.
That's not it.
Nigga did a leap of faith.
You were into it for
I'm gonna
a
jump out there and
second.
tell you how I really feel. Bitch, I will fry your heart. That's funny. That's probably what he really was on.
So what? Yeah, what does not? Let's leave Armie Hammer aside
Chris just let him
because
go.
now I realize that we can't leave these two people together. But what does happen as the outcome of this? Like, how do you?
That's what I'm asking too.
What's the
How does
really fucked up
society make
thing
that
is
observation?
like the problem, like, and this is a widely thing I feel, is that we are such a society of like crime and punishment and not conversation. The honest truth is a dialogue would probably help this the most out of all the things that could happen.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably the thing that would help the most is a dialogue
And just-
about why you felt what you felt. When did you start feeling that? Why did you feel it was okay? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what was this all? Especially if you're not, if you're the dude and you're not coming in thinking you're abusive, which he honestly may not think because he was engaging in something that he thought was okay at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he might not recognize in himself when he disconnected and turned it up because he was just in the shit doing what he wanted to do. So it's like, and I think even on the end of the woman feeling better, if I'm thinking about it correctly, you could throw the dude in jail. It's not going to fix the emotional shit that happened to her, and it's not going to heal that part. And that part, only I think a dialogue can really help.
Yeah.
And an overall dialogue about
There's
shit
some
like
expenses,
this.
a little money too.
Yeah, maybe
You
some
throw a
bread.
little bread. You're a
Some
little
bread.
Dodger star.
Some bread.
You know what I'm saying? Also, you may have hurt her in
Yeah,
some
no,
way.
no,
She's probably
no.
taking. I know. I'm just saying, like, throw a little bread. I think a dialogue for real. And like, I don't see, like, yeah, that it becomes so blurred, at least from a legal standpoint.
Some
with a situation
classes.
like this. Yeah, some classes for both of them. You
Some
know,
classes.
communication class for you. You just, why you swinging on people, fam, in sex?
Some
I need you to
classes.
stop.
Well,
dude.
just drawing boundaries properly for yourself, and
Yeah.
when the lines were crossed, making the boundaries clear that the lines were crossed, and a person needing to know how to hear that from somebody, and like all of that stuff is like so important in sex, and it's all things we just don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And like explain why you want to eat her.
Heart,
You
All
know,
right, yeah.
like
Fry
why?
that shit.
she got
Get
a whole
to the-
pussy, and you out here trying to eat hearts.
Just gotta
What
get
the hell
to
is
the
wrong
bottom
with you,
of
sir?
that.
The fuck is your problem?
Niggas wild. Nigga, you wild.
Sorry, when I was really high and you were going through the monologue, I kept thinking about it from armies, and I was like, leave that thought aside. Focus, Chris.
Chris really wants to get Armie Hammer
Oh,
off.
man. No, I
Fight for him.
like this society though where problems are solved like this. I like this.
I mean, I think just with
Like-
sex, we gotta with men, women, that dynamic and the relationship with sex, period, and sex and power. It's just such a thing where it's like we need to just start having real conversations about this and stop just acting like there's not a lot of fucking gray.
Yeah. You know what? One thing I always talk about is like celebrities and like the fact that the influence they drive sometimes, whether it be, you know, to me is like the shit that doesn't fucking matter, but at the same time the influence does. So when you hear the whispers or the articles come out and be like, oh, Travis and Kylie are in an open relationship. It's like, I don't give a fuck. But also, that's kind of cool for people within. I just think it's crazy when you live like in a world where you hear about open relationships and stuff, but you're like politicians, preachers, these different people, not saying they are, but people can't tell you exactly what their relationships look like because they're so focused on what other people believe or think. Like, and that same thing goes for sex. It's like, oh, this person might be like, this is what works for me in the bedroom, but they're like, no, but because the standards of the world tell you that should not work for you. Other than like in the whole pedophile thing, you probably shouldn't do that.
You should definitely not do
Yeah,
that.
that's not a thing.
I'm going to take a hard line on it.
Me too. Me too, actually. But anything else is like, I think you should be able to communicate and say, hey, this is what this person's into, and that is their own thing. Like, that's what I be saying about shit. It's like, it ain't my fucking business.
It's like when you suppress people and all their shit, this is how you get these crazy motherfuckers who are walking around doing very deviant psycho things. It's because from a young age, whatever their thing is, or whatever they felt, or whenever they felt it, there was no place for them to go. There was no place for them to like be and be like, hey, I like this thing, without everyone just being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And like shunning the fuck out of them. And then they end up with a trunk full of like feet. Mm-hmm. And it's like, damn, bro, you gotta like give people like,
we could have stopped this.
Yeah, room. And like, it's gotta be okay. I always remember this one time I hopped on this thread on Twitter, and these women were just going crazy about this dude. And they were just like, he is a fucking creep. He asked to touch my feet and take a picture of my feet and all this shit. And I'm like, whoa, is this dude like a creep? And I keep digging into it. And like, I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe the dude was creepy as fuck. But from the reports from the women, it was like, he would be like, hey, I like feet. If it's okay with you, I would like to fuck with your feet.
His name was
And
Feet.
they would be like, no, that's not cool with me. You can't fuck with my feet. And he would be like, good day, madam. And he would just like
leave,
go and ask another person. And I'm like,
yeah.
Well, what do you want from a nigga like that? If that's what isn't that the most proper way to
I think I'm the most transparent nigga in the world.
It's
than being like
polite way to pursue your.
I'll hit on girls.
If you're
truly
like only fuck with feet, like if you really like, I don't even fuck with titties or butt. I really am just way into these toes. How do you get a bitch to be down with that if you're not straight up? You trick her and pretend you like titties and then start doing weird shit to her feet? That ain't what's up.
That's not cool, fam. It's not cool, fam. A sneak attack on the feet is not cool, fam. It's not cool. Also,
you don't think you could get in the door just like personality wise and then be like, so if you like me, you into this feet
Clearly
thing?
he's not smooth. Everybody ain't smooth.
So you rather him present himself as a feet nigga from the
But
rap.
there's niggas who do that with pussy, and we're not saying throw them under a bus. There's niggas who aren't smooth and don't know how to work their way to pussy. They just be like, hey, I'm trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be like, nah, nigga, that's not the way. Peace. Why is it different with this foot nigga is all I'm saying.
Oh, shit. Because it's not like, you know what I'm saying? For a nigga to come out the bat, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a foot nigga. But also, if you come off the rip, if we talking about a person that just saw you somewhere and they was just like, yo, I'm trying to come on your feet, you would be like, this is a little wild.
I would just say no. Because I don't want that.
But what, and
no,
also,
you wouldn't.
There
I
could
swear
be.
to God,
You would report that person.
No, I wouldn't. I swear to God, I wouldn't.
I would.
I would report the nigga who I felt like was looking at my feet and not saying nothing. I would not report that nigga. I would be like, no, I don't want that. Go watch your business.
What the fuck, Phil?
Just pass him along.
Yeah, I was like, what's up with that creepy motherfucker?
Well, and also maybe one of those girls is sitting there like, and she is into
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The
you might
feet
find
guy,
your soulmate.
and she feels too embarrassed to go
S-O-L-E.
like,
She wanted to try the foot stuff.
yeah.
I like that. S-O-L-E.
Yeah.
Soulmate.
Fuck y'all, fam.
It was good.
It was, man.
like
It was a dad joke, but it hit. If y'all would have allowed it.
Okay, so more than 80 people have been identified in a legal coupon ring. So numerous people have been arrested and charged with theft after authorities discovered what they called an astonishing coupon crimes happening in their area. According to officials, the investigation started in November 2020 after one individual purchased more than $200K worth of items from different stores in 1 year using counterfeit coupons.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh, the McDonald's
Wow.
fucking people came back again.
The McMillion.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
the McMillions,
good.
those
That
were
was
good.
good.
The fake coupons were often customized to meet the request of those ordering them. So they would make a coupon for like $10 off a bottle of wine, or
Oh, and then like the code would just match.
yeah, and the code would match, and they would use it and
yeah,
get
computers.
get all their stuff.
That's dope.
Would they make barcodes and stuff? Like
So-
how
Wait, what you mean?
they're making their own coupons? They make like custom.
They're
So
counterfeit
they basically
coupons.
just
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it like
yeah.
I think what they
Amazing.
probably
That's
all you have to do is like, and I'm not no motherfucker, but I would just think the store got like some type of coding that they use need to use. You just find out the coding, then you put that shit in the bar and you put whatever fuck you want, and then the coupon will work because that's whatever. And unless you got you a real advantageous Ralph employee who's like, we're not giving $10 off wine. Niggas is gonna do what they want.
Yeah, but you said they was getting TVs and shit.
I didn't say that, but they identified 87 people across 23 states that were part of this scheme, and they're saying that $9.7 million was essentially spent, and they're charging that to losses. So people stole $9.7 million worth of.
And the corporations just gotta take that L, right? Like they're not charging nobody.
No, these people are going to jail.
They shouldn't go. I hate that. I feel like when shit like that goes
Yeah,
down,
'cause they're
corporations just gotta
considering it
take
as
that L.
they're considering it as theft.
They just gotta take
If
the
a
L.
nigga hit a lick on you,
Write it
if
off.
you a
They're
big
saying it's theft.
fam, if you're a big corporation like that and you already ain't paying taxes, you making billions each year, and somebody hit a lick on you for like $5 million, it should be a game show. Call who can hit a lick, and niggas literally just try to hit licks on big corporations.
If someone steals my chain like by like brute force, like they don't use a weapon, put a weapon to my dick, just like give me that shit, nigga, and I'm like, hey man,
There you go.
I can't fight you. I'm not getting justice for that. I just gotta go tell my insurance company like, yo, shit went down on me. Like,
yeah, they really
yeah.
shouldn't go to jail for
They
that.
should just have to be like, yo, whatever.
They be like, nicely played. You get out. No, I
Yeah.
think the game should be who can hit a lick, and it's like whoever gets to like hack into something or steal something from like a big corporation, you get a big job at the corporation. Kind of,
like Catch Me If You Can
Yeah,
shit.
like Catch Me If You Can shit for different corporations. I just want to show on here, y'all. I'll be doing that sometimes.
So now the
What?
FBI is involved, and so is the U.S. District
The
Attorney.
FBI just be trying to find shit to do. Them niggas
all of
be-
them are
them
people.
How did you do it? I hate them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a TV show or a movie in like
Fuck
3
them.
years.
Yeah,
For
and
sure.
then
You
people are
just
gonna
hate on
make a
my
bunch
idea
of
and just try to act like it was gonna already happen. Niggas just was like, it's gonna already happen.
They
in
should
3
have
years.
to pay them people. If they make a movie based on those people's lives, they should have to pay them.
100%.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's true.
They should get bread
But
for
they
that.
not because they big corporations and they don't pay for it.
I think they should totally get away with
They
it.
should,
I think
for
it's
sure.
creative. Yeah, I think these people should be rewarded. Except, yeah, and I like this idea that you bring them into regular society too, so they just don't get bigger and do more coupon markets. Also, their targets are Target and Walmart and
we
Kroger.
cool with that.
Yeah.
Man, we cool with
Like
that.
they're not anybody who has to worry about
Yeah.
that small amount of money.
Wait, what? Why we ain't going for the Ohio police chief resigns after surveillance footage captures him putting KKK note on black officers' desk?
What's a KKK note?
I don't know, but I think it's funny.
That's so funny. It's just like a picture of a cross burning and a nigga hanging. He's like, I
guess
see
it's
you.
KKK. Happy Juneteenth. It's like niggas just dark. You like what the fuck?
It's just a black circle, just color real hard.
So the police chief resigned this week following an incident which left a KKK sign on a black officer's desk. The Associated Press reports that the 33-year veteran of the
You
Lake
a
Police
33-year-old fucking KKK nigga?
He's a 33-year-old
in the
veteran.
force, in the
so he's
force.
in the
Oh, okay.
force.
I was about to say. Oh, 33-year veteran.
Do we get an
I think
age?
it's
Do we
33-year-old.
get the
No,
age
it
difference?
doesn't say an age of how old he is. So he printed out the words KKK and then he folded the paper to look like one of their
A yellow
trademarks.
ring,
Yeah.
she said.
Oh,
So I
it
was
could be
like,
this. Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
this little thing they be doing.
Yeah, so he
Little Proud Boy ass.
Yeah.
movies, you know?
So it roughly 30 seconds later, the officer who is black walks in to see the jacket and sign on the desk.
And then
He
nigga said,
shoulda-
"Oh,
The black officer should have just took a Post-it pack and made a flip book of him fucking the dude's wife and put that on his desk. Like a little stick man.
yeah."
Yeah.
And just-
But he should do.
He's
it
like,
from
give me
a
like
real
90
pictures.
minutes.
But with real pictures.
If he never fucked his wife, I think it would actually just be funny to draw a stick figure of his wife.
But what
and be
if he
like,
did go fuck his
your
wife after
wife,
he put that on his
and then like put mad cum on her face and just like stick figure do worse things to his wife.
Yeah.
And just have that nigga flip through that.
So he was saying
And then
that
be like, your wife's a nigga lover.
Yeah, at the end. And then put BLAK.
Yeah.
the officer said that the note was supposed to be a prank.
Aww.
Oh.
What? He tried to go that route?
Racist
Nigga, first of all, you 70. You can't be doing pranks.
I thought it would be hilarious.
If I was racist.
You know what's funny?
The KKK.
What if the KKK was here? Just kidding.
Yeah, be fucking crazy.
The joke was Courtney, Kim, and Chloe. Nigga, what? I'm saying I was trying to be his defense attorney. It was like, nigga, you gotta go with you was saying you're a Kardashian
It's the
fan.
Kardashians.
And was saying, are you ready? They're moving to Amazon.
There's also a video of this. So let's.
Oh, let's see. Can I have some of that wine? Sometimes I really be looking like white people really don't have no butts.
No butt. It just goes straight down.
It's like that's so crazy.
It goes straight down.
That is like a mutation or something. That's like something's off. You're supposed to have a butt. Y'all do know that, right? It's like what you supposed to have. You're not supposed to just not have one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
A part of the body, nigga. You're supposed to have it.
Cause I be thinking sometimes like how it go down, how it just go
crazy.
straight down. Sometimes it even go in,
Bro,
and when it go in, it really piss me off. Cause I'll see one and be like, that should not go in. I'm cool with straight down.
Oh, okay. So he just walked in. He saw
Nigga,
it.
he
Then
laughing.
He laughed.
He laughing.
I'm about to say, I wasn't gonna lie. I was gonna say, I think it kind of looks like a prank. Like it's so obvious. And
Wait,
so
but what's
goofy.
going on?
He's like, what's the KKK? That guy's like, I don't want to be part of this joke at
He's
all.
like, I'm out. Get me
That
out of
guy
here.
definitely
It's just-
realized
Wait,
this
all right,
is
now it's just
problematic.
uncomfortable. I just watched this nigga laugh right in front of my face.
It's
It's
so-
not even like this was a joke.
It's just so obviously like you
The
know what I mean?
KKK would never write KKK.
But also like niggas wouldn't stand there like he coming.
Yeah. All right, show it to them. Which one of y'all did this?
So who told? Who snitched?
Yeah, who snitched on this nigga? Because
The guy with
everybody
the
was
tie.
joking.
The
So
guy
who
with the
snitched?
tie. The guy with the tie is uncomfortable
Who
as fuck.
told? Who told?
Oh, they made this shit seem like he really like. The footage show us just them having a regular ass day too, hanging out and shit.
But then, yeah, but I mean, I wonder,
Yeah.
what
Power.
does he say at the end of the day? That does he say he was uncomfortable and he was just, because
I
if he's
mean,
uncomfortable, he's uncomfortable.
There's a
right?
power dynamic there. Maybe he didn't want to laugh. Maybe he cried.
If we kept watching the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was just
video,
him by himself.
By himself.
Everyone clears out.
Butt swinging.
I hate it here.
Oh wait, hold on. I wonder if like they played jokes on him like that all the time, and this might have been his
the
last one?
I'm done.
Like,
Yeah, he was like, all right,
last
y'all.
week-
Yeah.
Last week he came into a hanging monkey and a banana.
He was like, all right, y'all explain that
man.
He's like,
This one
no.
is just straightforward.
I'm over this shit.
You guys made a joke out of the last one. I was like, that makes sense. KKK, that just is pretty
That's a
straightforward.
threat. That's just a
Yeah.
threat.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. You made me think. I don't know. That man like he was laughing. I don't know. I have a dark sense of humor. If I had a friend at work who was my white friend, I had open dialogue with about shit nonstop, and he put on my fucking raincoat KKK. I'd be like, Chris, you motherfucking crazy,
That would
man.
be a very good
I'd be like,
joke.
Chris, you a motherfucking fool, boy. Don't let the other white people see this shit 'cause they'll have to beat you up.
I don't
Like,
think I make that joke. I think it's a bad joke.
you also be a little
Is
more.
KKK on your head?
I don't know what you don't know what the fucking context was. It could have been a really good joke, man. It could have been the button of a really good joke.
He
What is this?
wrote out Ku Klux Klan.
He typed
paper.
it.
He typed. Sorry, y'all. He had the full words.
No, because he didn't. Yeah. Who would write?
Ku
No
Klux
fucking
Klan.
KKK member would be like, yeah. Okay, look. I know a whole bunch of niggas in the hood who might be GDs, and they might be like GDN, nigga to the world blow up, right? It might be like some vice lords be like VL, CVL, motherfucking UVL, whatever it is, travelers on this shit. Cool. Put they shit up, graffiti it. I ain't never seen the Ku Klux Klan just be like, back in the day maybe, but not like recently. I ain't never seen a nigga just hit us with like a KKK was here and believed
The
it.
KKK was here. WUZ.
Like, In a heart.
KKK was here.
With an arrow through the heart.
Yes, KKK was here, nigga. Like I ain't never seen it. So for me, it's like I just don't. To me, and I could be wrong. Everyone can decide I'm wrong. To me, it's an obvious joke. You wouldn't go as straightforward as KKK unless you was like me and him just had some bit, and then he walked in and laughed immediately.
And it's like. It's also a bad joke.
It's a bad joke.
I'm put some racist on Thomas's dick.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, I feel like you're giving this guy credit. Like you gotta know his in-depth sense of humor. I don't.
I think the black dude laughing as hard as he did really fucked me up.
No, the black dude did laugh, and then
It fucked me up.
And they didn't come out intimidating. It wasn't like a standoff. They came out like, "You see it?" And he's like, "Hey, I seen it."
And they all bumped into each other, and then he started showing everybody else like, "Look
what they did. They crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one guy
We need to know who told.
Yes, yeah. It doesn't say.
If it was the black guy, then cool. It tells the full story. Then you're like, okay, he is intimidated. Yeah, they bully him. They tell these jokes. He's uncomfortable.
But if it's the guy with the tie,
this
is bitch nigga shit, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. That's a good line to draw.
So as soon as they heard about it and saw it, he was essentially like fired and released. They basically were like, "You've got 10 minutes to get out of this office. I want your keys, your badge, and that's it.
Damn.
Get out."
Now,
like,
if the black guy was next in line for the white guy's position, well played, black guy.
Well played.
Yeah, if he was like, "Yo, nigga, I know I'm next to get that job."
Okay, but it also says the officer who received the inappropriate message retained an attorney since the incident.
Oh, he about to get paid. Get paid. Get paid.
Yeah.
Get paid.
What he gonna do? He gonna be like, I know some real KKK motherfuckers in the office.
So let me tell you what else they did.
Fake.
Let me tell you what else they did.
So basically, they're unsure of whether or not the officer is gonna file suit. What he's gonna do, they have is TBD.
All right, so can we go back to like Chris? Why? Like, how do you live without a butt? Let's just really get into it.
You don't think that like there's some animals in like who have more like haunches and legs than they do have butts?
We're talking about humans.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
you a human.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's like having little horse hind legs.
Like,
all right.
It's like having.
Why are you talking the other shit?
So how you just get through life with no butt? Like, what is that like?
I mean, you think I would like? I better.
Do you feel like you have a butt? Do you feel like no? You don't sit there. You're not comfy like me.
No,
I got a butt.
I actually can't really get up on my sit bones very well.
Do you feel like you have a butt? Like, are you like, no, I have a butt?
I guess I don't think about my butt too much, so maybe it's because it's not really around.
Probably ain't got a butt,
But
man.
you know, like, let me see it. Stand up.
All right.
Just want to see your butt, fam. Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
and
just,
you probably got more ass.
and
than
you
most.
got more ass than most.
Most
like,
whites.
but it's just
And that thing is still lacking.
It's just like back. It's just like your back.
Lacking in the backing.
So like, okay, when you sit on the toilet, right?
It's cold, hard.
Yeah,
It's like bone on bone.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
what I'm
slide
saying.
off. You just see doo-doo smear. You just slide off the motherfucker.
That's why we buy those little cushions.
That's what I'm about to say. Y'all invented that. 'Cause
Yeah.
those shits feel nasty to me. But
They do. Make your butt sweat.
It's like a white man invention because y'all don't have nothing.
Yeah.
That's always was weird. Like, why you need cushion on the toilet seat like that? Because you don't got no butt.
Without
All
a butt.
So if you bidet, do it just shoot straight up to your head? What stops it from going crazy?
Do you bidet?
I don't bidet that much.
That much? Chris.
Like I will if I have the
you don't
opportunity.
have a bidet, so
I will
where
if I
are you
don't.
going to
Does
bidet?
it get like out of hand though? Like, cause it just does it go up your back? How high it go up your back? Tell the truth.
Does it go up your back?
Don't lie.
Does it go up your back or does your butt stop it? It go up your back.
It go
Do
up
you
your
think
back.
that it's just 2 legs and a butthole back there?
I know that you have skin back there, but it ain't doing nothing. So what I'm saying is like the deck is that shit could. So I'm saying do it like where
like
you
when
feel
it splash, it just splashes up to your head.
Where do
Is
you
what she
feel
said.
it? Where do you feel it?
It don't
It'll
stop.
like mid back.
Probably third or fourth.
Yeah, that's
vertebrae.
nasty. That's
That's wild. You get shit water. You get doo-doo juice up your back.
That's insane, my
That's
nigga.
not true.
Oh my God, that's
You got
nuts.
doo-doo juice up your back, Chris. That's crazy.
You on a slip and slide on the toilet.
Wait, do you spray?
What?
I don't even know how a bidet works.
No, they just
that much.
shoot like it was like okay, like Like there's some that kind of go, but most of them kind of like.
But you're saying your ass is responsible for blocking it, not going up.
I'm saying that I got butt and butt cheeks, so that it's controlling the current, my nigga.
It's like a.
Yeah, you
like
got a slip and slide back there. It's nothing. Give it.
It could go anywhere. I guess maybe that's why I'm more of a wet wipe guy.
You should be.
Doobie days. You know?
Oh, you don't do bidets? I don't do bidets either.
That's crazy. Did your whole family have no butt? It's like you came from with no butt.
Who got a
family.
butt that you know? Like, who was the butt person in town?
Yeah.
Because that's why people got a butt person. Black people just got butts.
The what? I mean,
You had a person in
The
town that
butt
people were like,
person?
whoa, she has a big ass. I used to always knew this growing up.
sure.
Who?
Growing up, the white girl was always trying to lose her ass if she fucked the white dudes, and she was always trying to gain her ass more if she fucked the black dudes. It's a
Who
fact.
had the ass in your life?
Who had the ass in my life? Because I feel like I'm an ass man. You know, I feel like I go after girls with ass.
Man,
But
fucking answer the question.
I
Who
don't
had the
know who
ass?
had the ass in my life. I don't really know what that means.
Your mom have a butt, or your mom don't got no butt neither?
Oh, I don't really check out my mom too
No,
much.
you would know she
You're
had a butt.
aware
though.
if she got a butt or not.
You would know she had a
bruh.
butt, Chris.
I don't think my mom has a butt in comparison.
The
to-
butt?
Oh, you being so white about this. You know white people don't have butts.
No,
You
no,
just,
yeah.
like, so your mom
but,
don't
but
have
if you're
no butt.
comparing it, but they're also like pancake
We're not talking about
ass.
compared to a
I don't know if
Kardashian.
my mom's
We're saying your
totally
mom don't got no
pancake.
butt. Look, it's your mom. What the fuck?
You being so white about this. He is though. Chris, answer the question. You name mama ain't no butt. It's cool. Why would she have a butt?
Your dad, right? She white.
Yeah,
Your
no,
You ain't got no
don't-
butt.
no
Your-
butts.
No butts in the house.
But like, was there a butt nearby? That's what I was asking. In the neighborhood, like there was a girl or somebody that you was like, that person got a big butt.
When you
to
first
be
saw a
white.
big butt, was you like, what's wrong with them? You was like, ugh, what's that?
Oh, like yeah, for sure.
You like,
For
that's
sure.
crazy.
Ooh,
Like a real thing.
I never heard this.
Well, 'cause I was
This is so
confused
cool.
about it.
It's so white. I want
was
to hear.
like,
I want to hear
what?
more. I want to hear more.
I guess
tell
that
me
makes
about
sense.
that.
Well, no, because there's a lot of Hispanic people in my hometown too, so those are probably the people.
But I'm
with
just
the big
saying, when you
butts.
finally saw it, because you coming from an assless house, right? Ain't nobody got an ass.
there
Get
are
out into the world.
there are people with big butts that are
I'm saying,
white.
No, I'm saying in
No,
your
there are,
household.
but where you
we
from?
talking
Yeah.
about your household. You coming from an assless household, so you get out into the world. The first time you see ass, what are you thinking? Like, what's wrong? Or you like, why
No,
don't
I'm
I
like
have it?
into. I mean, I remember looking at girls' butts in 7th grade and being like, "Ooh, big butts." Or,
But like
"That's
I do
big
hear,
outline."
but I hear white guys they'll be like, "Oh, she's got a nice ass," and I'll look at them and be like, "She has no ass."
Yeah, I think that is how
Can you show me what a fat ass is to you?
But he's not gonna say fat. He gonna say nice.
Nice. So what
Yeah,
you think is
that's
what?
true,
Like
true.
pull up a butt.
I got you. I
Or
know
who's
y'all.
famous?
I got
Who's
white
famous
friends.
that you think
pull
that
me
has
up-
a good
Pull
butt?
me up a butt.
Oh, I know a white
Tell
girl
me
with a
butt.
nice ass that's famous.
No, I want to know his version.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. I can't go like, "Oh, here's one."
I can name fat asses like 8 right now, nigga. What are you talking about?
I know.
Give me a
fat-
scale.
I know an
Give me a
actress.
scale.
No, I want
mean,
you-
I
We
know.
talked about
I mean, I
this.
feel like I was very like into Jennifer Lopez's ass.
Okay,
as-
see, that's
Yeah,
an ass.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
That's
butt.
nice. That's
Give me a
nice
butt.
for you. That's a
Give me
universal
Watch it.
ass.
Give
you
me a
know?
butt.
It's a universal
That's
ass.
a good, and that's what I saw as a big butt.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
like
I get
that's
you.
Yeah.
crazy ass.
That was like as
That's
big
a
as they
fat
come.
ass.
He was like, that's
In-
wild.
PHAT, right?
He was like, whoa. So what do you think of Megan Thee Stallion's butt?
I don't think of it. That's Chris's answer. I
Are
don't.
you just like, nah, that's over.
You
That's
see that
crazy.
ass and you like, I
And you
don't,
like, that's
I don't
too
get
crazy?
it. What you
I'm
like?
a little bit like that's too crazy.
That's too
crazy.
crazy.
It's my mindset. I mean, no, not that I'm not
No,
like.
we're not. We just
Nicki
want
I like
honesty.
it.
Nicki Minaj put you to the side like, what's up, shorty?
Cardi B butt.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I'm
gonna-
into it, but I also
You into
Alright.
Nicki Minaj butt, but not Megan butt. Megan's
That's
too
crazy.
fat. Nicki
No.
Minaj right.
Megan feels so strong.
Oh,
you just
scared.
you're a pussy ass nigga. Okay.
Yeah.
We're establishing
I don't
a
feel like
lie.
I can. I don't feel like I can
We're
handle
establishing
that.
a lie. We're establishing
I
a
don't
lie.
feel like I can handle
Okay,
that.
okay.
Or unless that's what she wants. And
Unless
then,
that's what she
and then we're a
wants.
perfect fit. Meg, you like
And then she can take
you like
whatever she wants.
Look, Meg, just do what you will. I'm a little intimidated.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
be, don't be.
All right. So J Lo is where you like boom.
J-Lo's
That's the
where you
pocket.
live.
That's the
J-Lo's a
pocket.
sweet spot.
That's
Definitely.
That's
your,
the-
Yeah,
that's your
That's
1-2
the
right there.
yeah, yeah. Always in that category for me.
Chris, Don't let nobody pressure you. Ain't nothing wrong with preference.
Yeah, you like.
If you like some shit a certain way,
I
motherfucker,
was really just
you
curious.
like some shit a certain way.
I was really just curious, like, cause you have no ass, and you come from a house with no ass. So I'm like, what is the world for you when you seeing butts and stuff?
Yeah, I like butts though.
You like butts, though? Huh?
Yeah, but a butt is important to me.
All right, so when you be buying pants, right, and you buy white man pants, and they just make them with no butt.
Yeah,
which is weird.
See, but they don't have to try on pants. They can just put them on.
Do you don't even try them on? You just put them on because you don't got no butt?
Yeah, because we the ones that got to try on pants.
Yeah, because you got to worry about your
butt.
Because
the butt is what we got to worry about.
So you just pick them up?
We got to try on pants because I just tried
pants offline.
I just tried getting pants offline and they didn't fit. And
what was wrong? What was wrong? It wasn't the butt. Was it the butt?
But I always go out and try pants and I don't really like them.
What area are you like, man, the pants can get better
where's your problem area for pants?
Where's your problem?
The legs. I like legs to fit in a specific
the
way.
Legs.
Or to feel good, or just like the material feel good.
You want people to be like, oh, he has nice legs.
I don't know if I like look and go like check out my butt specifically when I'm in jeans.
Yeah.
The way that
I don't know if you would.
Do you check out your butt?
No, I don't.
I'm sure my girlfriend checks out her butt. I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Your girlfriend's looking at her butt.
Yeah, she's like.
No, I'm just saying that you even thinking about your butt when you buying jeans. Is that like the last? Like is that even?
But
on
the
your
fact you said that makes me think that maybe you think about your butt when you buying jeans.
Like, are you even considering your butt? Are you like that's the least of my worries because I don't have one.
Yeah, kinda, because waist and butt aren't like a huge difference. Like, but some people, yeah. So, because you gotta fit around a butt and then go to waist. Yeah.
Hey, don't laugh at this, man. Just get out of this combo.
Oh my God, he doesn't know what he did to white men today. That nigga said there's no difference.
Waist and butt, there is no huge difference.
No, I meant like when pulling up your jeans.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah, I know what you meant.
We know. We all know.
Y'all niggas is malnourished.
You look malnourished.
That is,
you look malnourished.
If you found that in a person in a third world country, you'd be like, we need to get them some rice.
Sha'Carri Richardson won't run at the Tokyo Olympics after being left off the U.S. relay list. So the band sprinter was not on the Olympic roster revealed Tuesday by the USA Track and Field Department. So a decision that means the American's positive test for marijuana will cost her a chance at running on the relay team in Tokyo, in addition to her spot in the 100-meter individual race as well.
Haters.
Yeah.
Haters.
Bullshit.
Weed does not enhance. Now, look. Now, she knew the rules, of course, going into it. But if she truly found out that her biological mother passed away from a fucking reporter.
Is this the true story? I was going to say, that's why I heard that she found out from a reporter.
Yes.
Did not know, was in a weed legal state.
Yes, Portland.
And was like,
she's in Oregon.
Pass me a L. And I feel like, dog, come on.
Yeah, come on. Also, it's just an outdated rule altogether. It is, the three requirements are that like it gives you an advantage, or like it damages the spirit of the sport.
That's what the weed does to them, though.
Or something else, but it has to be two of the three.
And what's the third?
It's
or blacks did it.
I can't remember now.
Did a black do it?
Well,
no, but I get that they want to, but also you're not going to do that for alcohol. You're not going to do that for other substances. It just, I get that it's the rule, but also I'm happy that we're having this conversation.
If she would have did coke, they wouldn't even found it.
Damn.
Is that true?
I mean, depending on the test, 40 hours, some shit like that, coke's gone.
Oh, really?
Coke's a speedy drug.
So this it's a true story. So Richardson was interviewed on the Today Show on Friday, and she took responsibility for her actions. And she said that during this interview, she was thinking that it was a normal interview, but to hear that information coming from a complete stranger, it was definitely triggering. It was definitely nerve-shocking.
Also, fuck that reporter. And I hate that no one's really talking about that.
Yeah.
What a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit, bro.
That reporter probably knew she didn't know.
You don't do that, bro. You don't do that, bro.
Yeah, no.
Not in that way, not in that fashion. You hold that. You like, so you tell her people and be like, yo, someone should tell her that. Like, sometimes it's like, we don't charge people with being a fucking human being. Like, you're just not being a person, dog. That's terrible.
And it's confirmed that person knew that she didn't know.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. If you know that person, you don't tell them.
And you just want to watch for the reaction.
You don't know that person.
You're a
I'm gonna see if I can.
Why would you think I'm the person that should break this news?
That's like a crazy.
I don't know this, but
and
I
her
got
mother,
the story.
were they estranged or something?
I'm trying to find the. See
Must
if I
be
can
'cause they
find
keep
the
saying
interview
biological
somewhere.
mother,
Yeah.
and they keep. Yeah,
Who would it really upset if they
But
said
still.
if they
That's a lot. No, I'm saying that's even
I
heavier.
know. I'm just saying, like that's fucking.
That's even heavier
Yeah.
because you have all this residual shit that you probably don't even get to fucking resolve. And someone's just like smacking you in the face with all this while you're sitting on camera trying to talk about a medal or fucking some some shit you're proud of. Some shit you like, that shit's just gross.
My question is like, who would it hurt to let it slide? Like, if they decided to let it slide, what would the outcome of that?
It would
really
hurt
be?
More
whiteness.
weed smokers.
It would hurt whiteness.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy it going this hard. It is
yeah, I don't-
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it would do. It would just.
it like, who does it hurt
And she's
to
already
say?
running with that hair color and those tattoos
and those
and,
nails.
her
Yeah.
attitude and who she is. It would just be one more assault on whatever whitewashed version of this thing they want to be.
Aren't there other black Olympians or whatever?
Yeah, there was
disqualified? It's like
black
4.
Olympic. Yeah, that was just disqualified for the same thing.
For weed?
Yeah.
Because there was another one that was disqualified for like very bogus.
It's
reasons.
also
It's been a lot of stuff
stressful.
happening in the Olympics too, because there was a certain hair cap that the black
Yeah.
swimmers
the
were
Blacks are
using.
not allowed
Yeah,
to,
that
but-
they're not allowed to use now either.
One of
They're
the
like, it's
Olympic
not
teams.
regulation and you
Yeah.
shouldn't need no shit like that. So cut your nigger heads off. It's like, what do you want people to do, bruh?
One of the,
Yeah.
one of the Olympic teams end up putting like faux braided caps on their heads to honor, but I don't know what the fuck that does. But I also appreciate it, I guess, of them to say basically, hey, fuck you and your rule. It was obviously, it's a racist ass rule. It's legitimately,
It makes no
it's
sense.
targeted
It's
towards.
a swim cap.
Yeah, that was.
It's just if you have an
Afro,
then
anything or
it
natural
fit-
hair.
It can fit around your shit.
They said no, and they actually have a quote saying like elite swimmers don't have that type of
Yeah,
hair.
basically, you shouldn't even need that if you nice with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then also, so a U.S. Olympic hammer thrower was also criticized for protesting during the playing of the national anthem. And then 2 other sprinters were ruled ineligible to compete in a race due to naturally high testosterone levels. And these are all black people that are going
It
through
was
this.
they were
Naturally high?
naturally
Yeah,
high. That was the
naturally high
one I was like,
testosterone.
what the
I
fuck?
saw that.
What does that even mean?
That they just like, nah, nigga, you got too much. We don't like
You
it.
juiced up, Phil.
We don't like it.
You
Even
too
if
hyped.
even if you high on life, baby, you gotta get to come down.
It didn't make any sense to me. That one made like no sense to me at all, especially in this.
Yeah, I mean, but they did that.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
they're two 18-year-old sprinters, and they said that they're natural. It's too high.
It's naturally
Literally
too
too-
high.
it's
though, but
naturally
that's-
too high.
Yeah,
That's-
but this is not actually far from the no ass conversation. We're letting a bunch of malnourished, deficient people set all the standards. It's weird. Cause who decides what's enough testosterone? A nigga with no ass. Does that make sense?
or Michael Phelps had like frog feet or some. Michael Phelps had some weird thing about his feet. There, he was like a mutant. Remember, and he won all those gold medals. So who cares if anybody's naturally something? That's their natural advantage, right?
You know,
Yes,
I'm
that's
with you.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
this is
insane.
bullshit.
it is.
It's been all black Olympians or whatever. Or,
Mm-hmm.
Did they try to slow the swimmers down? Did they, or did they win anyway?
Wait, what do you mean?
'Cause
The
that's
hair
so-
caps?
Yeah,
They I
don't know. If
they
actually,
disqualified?
they outlawed
I
the
just
hair
thought they
cap.
No, they-
outlawed them, and
the-
I would love if they won anyway. And that would
No, it
be
was the
What
hair
it-
caps, not them. The swim.
The swim caps.
They
but the
outlawed the
thing
hair
is-
caps.
But
Yeah.
the thing is,
trying
like,
to slow them
but
down,
the thing
right?
is, like a classic like Speedo cap
Yeah.
is for your like
Your
wet
texture
silky hair.
hair, yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you have an afro or something, it literally won't fit over your head. So
Yeah.
if they can't wear the thing that they have to cut their hair off.
Yeah,
There's already the other option is to cut the shit off.
yeah.
and if it pops off, it's probably like a fucking a
Fine or
point
something
against you or some
stupid.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a point against me because my hair is different from yours.
Yes.
Yes, that's why your point.
Yes.
And that's like you're seeing this happen internally in USA, like in getting they want white people to qualify. You feel like, or is it like?
Oh no, I just think that there's a
international-
natural
think
dislike for
it-
black people and black things, and a non-understanding of our differences and a white elitism that just permeates through everything.
And
so I don't even think it's that deep where they're like, white players won't. I think it's just like, we don't understand your black things and they don't belong here. So become white things so we understand it, or get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And I think that
being
also
the rules are the rules.
It's in Tokyo as well this year. I don't even think it's just white. I think it's a world thing sometimes about black people in the world. How they don't view us a certain way. So,
but that's because white people threw salt on our name everywhere.
100%.
They went out. Not only did they like beat our ass, and then they went everywhere like, that bitch be lying and she yell.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, y'all man. So we can't even go nowhere. That's fucking trash.
Real shit. So yeah, I think the Tokyo Olympics is like, they're also playing a part in this, obviously, and being like, these caps don't work and this thing don't work. So yeah, it's super fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like, it goes all the way to like, there was some story that came out like a month ago about this teacher who told the mother that she couldn't put cocoa butter on her daughter no more because she comes to the class smelling bad because she smells like cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter smells good.
And
as
it's
hell.
like,
It smells mad
of
good,
course
first of
it
all.
does.
Yeah.
But it was just like, this smell is different than my white smells. You know what I mean? The white bland smells
What's
of
the
my
universal white? What's the universal white lotion?
Nigga, nothing.
Is it Vaseline?
They don't use lotion.
Y'all don't use Vaseline. Vaseline for niggas. What y'all
I
use?
feel like Jergens.
Jergens. That's the
white.
beat off lotion.
Jergens, you still be ashy after. That's
Jergens.
You do. It's your skin suck it right up.
And it's like they use just the white Jergens, no smell.
Yeah.
Just like that medical lotion.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
hospital
The
lotion.
medical
Doctor
lotion.
approved.
Oh, you know the one they use a lot? The one that's like got the blue.
Yeah,
like
brown and blue.
It's like Celifis or so. It's like a medical ass name
Oh.
for this shit.
Yeah.
Cetaphil.
Cetaphil.
They
Cetaphil.
fuck with that.
Cetaphil.
They fuck with that because they wait to use lotion until they like dying. Like their skin is all breaking and red.
They don't
and
use lotion
bleeding.
until somebody tells them, "Hey, you need lotion, fam."
Or doctors like, you're bleeding.
Lotion.
You need to fucking do something.
Moisturize.
That's true. That's true. I moisturize my face well, and that's all.
Cause y'all can get away with not using lotion.
Yeah, except the places where my doctors.
No,
Yeah.
they literally be cracking and
Yeah.
breaking.
If you get up on them, it get
And
real.
then,
It get
bro,
real.
and it'd be like, dog, who
You gotta
just
moisturize.
who sees all this lotion in the store and goes, I don't need it. It's mad of it, nigga.
Guess we
Apparently,
just use it. We just
it's
buy it.
real.
No, I don't. wanna
Niggas got
throw-
every kind of lotion in their
Bro,
house.
it's mad of it.
Nigga, what kind of lotion you want, fam?
Nigga,
I
all
got it.
types of
I
colors.
do think
and
I do
smells.
think white women love lotion. to be
Now
fair.
it's a revolution.
They do.
But yeah,
I would
but
say
I don't
they're
think
into
white
it a lot
guys
more lately.
understand moisturizing.
They just discovered shea butter
I
2
think they're
years ago.
behind.
Really?
White women, they got into shea butter. They started dropping it and everything.
Oh, word.
They like,
Hey,
drop a little
oh,
shea butter in it.
Okay. Shea butter, yeah, used to just be a thing like in the hood. And then shea butter
white
did.
women fuck with shea butter.
It started getting
and
that-
coconut oil. They
Coconut
they
oil is
getting
definitely
big
been
on
their
the
thing. They
coconut.
trust coconut oil.
Yeah.
They trust it.
Yeah. Shea butter still sound like a black name, but coconut oil, they'll get into that really quickly.
Hey Sam J, thanks so much for coming by once
Thank
again
you. Hilarious
Thanks,
episode.
and informing me about how my body's wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
No.
It's just
No,
different.
it's wrong.
No, it's
You think no ass is just wrong?
No, he's correct. He's incorrect. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
alright.
incorrect. He's wrong.
All right, cool.
He's wrong. It's not the way it's supposed to be.
I'm cool with that.
and changing our perspective.
What do you
on the
think about getting butt
conversations.
implants? I'll pay for them.
You pay for butt
I'll pay
implants?
for you to get your
I'd
butt
be
done.
more weirded out by this scenario that you are offering to pay for.
I don't know.
butt
I'll pay for it because I'll pay to be like, this thing got his butt done. Y'all this is crazy.
I think you'd have to pay me.
If there's a way where you could have a butt for a month and then take the implants out,
But
I
Pat,
think you should know what it feels like to have a butt.
I feel like I'd be a little bit like sitting up a little more.
I think you would also be more comfortable. So I think you would realize that wiping your butt, there should be some type of like resistance, and that's
Yeah.
how you get all the pow.
Yeah, yeah.
And you shouldn't just slide up your back.
Yeah.
I think you would see a lot
Oh.
of things
'Cause
and
they
be
ain't go
like,
up your back.
oh shit, that's like, whoa, that's really how the body's supposed to work.
Yeah.
It's like when you get like,
with
it's like you think you're doing something the way it always is, and then someone's like, oh, you know what? You're really supposed to put the trash bag in this way. You're
Man.
like,
Yeah.
duh. I think that's
Man.
how you would feel if you had
It's
a
like,
butt.
whoa,
Man.
and then
A
I,
lot of shit would come
can
together
openers,
for you.
all type of shit. Yeah,
A lot of shit would come together for you where you're like, oh, I really am supposed to have one of these.
Shit.
well, thanks. I think I can handle it.
Yeah.
I think it's for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Courtney.
And thank you to Flo Khan of Farmers Reserve
Yes.
for
As you
really
can see, I'm
fueling
high.
these fantastic conversations.
Banana cake is hidden.
That was really good weed.
I know, I
didn't even
appreciate
smoke
you.
the whole thing, and I'm this high.
I'm pretty high.
So that's a pretty good review of it.
zip it up.
Zip it out. We'll see you next
Hey.
week.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yay.